trendystrategy.com.
Hello, this is Daniel Grady with a quick look at the markets for today, Friday, June 13th. We have a pretty early start to the economic calendar today. At 6 o'clock GMT, we have Consumer Price Index from Germany. Germany is the largest country within the Eurozone. It's the first to report inflation data. And with the ECB considering further measures to combat deflation, if we have something unexpected here, we could have some strong volatility in the euro. This could, put a trend in the euro, as well as at 8 o'clock GMT when we have Italian Consumer Price Index. Italy is the third largest country within the Eurozone. Then at 9 o'clock we have employment from the Eurozone and also trade balance. Employment isn't all that important for the euro, but it could have generate some volatility in European stocks, especially if we have something really unexpected. Then at 12:30 GMT we have producer price index from the United States, which gives us some insight into how the American economy is performing, as well as what we might see in inflation. So we could see some volatility in equities there. And then at 1:55 in the afternoon, we have the University of Michigan Consumer Confidence Survey. This is preliminary for the month of June. We don't have any concrete data there, so we won't be expecting all that much volatility. The S&P 500, we'll start with the S&P 500, continuing to move on its correction on the downside yesterday, which isn't all that surprising considering the geopolitical risk at the moment. During the Asian session, also stocks started to move on the downside, even though they paired a good deal of their losses by the end of the session. Going into the session today, S&P 500 futures are trading pretty much unchanged. So we could be looking at a continuation of the trend, especially going into the weekend, where we might have further developments with the situation in Iraq that might have some impact on equities and on the economy. We're already seeing an increase in the price of petroleum given the situation there. The euro is still within its pretty broad range here, as well as having some important data coming out today, so we could see some strong volatility in the euro. We have support at 164.80, resistance at 165.90. The pound had a pretty strong performance yesterday after comments from the Bank of England governor saying that he anticipated increasing interest rates earlier than the market was expecting. It's above support at 169.30, and then we have resistance at 169.80 at the moment, but we might see a short-term correction after this long move on the upside during early trading today. The yen yesterday continued to move, the dollar-yen pair continued to move on the downside, which reflects further strength in the yen. However, there's been a little bit move on the upside during early trading today. We have a range of 101.25 to 102.25, support resistance respectively, which has been keeping this currency pair in check for several months now. And then finally we have gold, which moved higher yesterday as we expected, we have support at 1,265, resistance at 1,280. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.